Всем привет, мои хорошие. Так, возможно, громковато играет. Звучок вы отрегулируйте, пожалуйста. Скажите, как будет громко, как нет. Это предначало. Сегодня посмотрим много анонсов новых игр. Говорят, около 15, а всего покажут около 50 игр. Ну, наверное, те другие уже были анонсированы. Скорее всего. Да? Не знаю. Не в курсе. В общем, нас ждет час-полтора всяких интересностей. Надеюсь, что запустят они пораньше, чтобы меньше трындеть. Вещают они на английском. Переводить не буду. Ну, может быть, что-то. Вот. Ну, если очень сильно вам надо, то попробуй перевести. Георгию, спасибо за поддержку. Георгий уже закинул Бульку. Спасибо, Георгий. Я буду постепенно переключаться на трансляцию, смотреть, что у нас тут происходит. Поэтому будет возникать белый экран. Как это поправить в OBS, я не знаю. Смотрим, наблюдаем. Сразу пишите, какие игры вам нравятся, я тоже буду говорить. Конечно же. Конечно же, это Голум. Это сверх. Игра, сверх ожидания. Однозначно. То есть Голум, вторая это Голум, и третья это Голум. Вот. Ну, я точно не знаю, на каком месте они должны стоять, потому что всегда Голум лучше других игр. Презентовка от Microsoft. В этом году, правда, одна. Я Xbox смотрел краем глаза и решил, что давным-давно уже пора делать вот такие вот с вами обзорчики. И решил, что вот PC гейминг мы посмотрим. Да, Xbox видел. Вероночка. А тут, я так понимаю, индюшатина. Скорее всего. Потому что клеится, это же индюшатки. И сегодня будет игра от клеевцев новая. Давайте начнем. Вы откорректируйте меня по звуку, ребят, потому что для меня звук тиховат. Вам как? Ну, потираем ручки. Я даже вам заготовочку сделал. Вот такую. Можно погромче? Давайте погромче. Давай вот так. Так, тетя. Включайся.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the detail work, the minutiae, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie, what I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean,
так, давайте попробуем слушаться, что они там говорят.
Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be so great if they could just stop by your place in little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
Что значит индюшатина? Инди-игры.
If it's for the show.
Инди-студии, инди-игры.
Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther und Helga. Ah, they're great guys. Very thorough.
Он нанял какого-то ассистента, который должен ей помогать. И вот он типа пришел к ней.
you Sean's guys?
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like a horse staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
Ваши услуги не потребуются, он ей написал.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show
Да, привет всем.
2023.
Мы
I'm
начинаем
Sean
PC
Van Plott,
Gaming
and
Show.
today, I'm not just joining you on a tour of the
Simplot.
finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how this show is made. Production crew, ditched them, don't need them. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional
Как
gaming
выглядит лицо
icon Frankie
будущего?
Ward,
А
utilizing
вот
deep
так
learning
выглядит
neural
лицо. Я
networks.
типа
Super duper.
этот
And
Фрэнк
what do you have lined up for us?
искусственный интеллект.
I have analysed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from
Вам не
England?
похоже это
Are
все
you sure that's a real
на
game?
типа
My
трэш-шоу
mistake,
такое,
Sean.
как
Morris
будто
Men is a game
бы...
concept I devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
Huh. You know,
Ну,
instead,
типа
let's just get
вообще
things
полный
rolling with something that
трешак.
actually exists.
Yeah?
First up, from 11-bit studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
What? Я слышал, что делают, но что покажут здесь и сейчас, хорош. Frostpunk 2, ребята. Похоже, у них не было идей. Но этот старый кринжовый чувак, который играет... Ну, он внутри-то молодой, мы все знаем, мы все геймеры такие. Но... Такое себе. Я, наверное, тоже таким буду. Молодым внутри и кринжовым на вид взрослым.
And open the door to hell.
Ну, окей, непонятно. Геймплея нет. И Фроста там нет. Там только Fire. Даунчик. Почему эту игру так хвалят? Ну, я понимаю, ее могут хвалить за то, что она классно идет, но... чем она интересна? Никогда не понимал. То, что монстр можно нарисовать или что? Но это для скульпторов интересно. Я умею квадраты делать. Бананы, смотри. Я умею их есть. И дыню умею тоже. Бананы и дыня. Слушай, а одинаковый почти ж вкус, да? А кто любит больше дыню, а кто банан?
Hey, check it out.
О, кринжовый
I
чувак.
don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and
Чтобы
dive
с
right into
друзьями
our next
набухаться и
previews
творить
with
дичь,
Novalis,
для этого
Jump Light
есть
Odyssey, and
женщины,
Road to Vostok.
Янус. Ой,
There's a city you see
проговорился.
when you close your eyes. Are they closed? What do you see? Open your eyes. Novalis.
О, это Таксишка 2.
Maybe you've been here
Мы
before.
играли в нее.
That was just a dream. Now, it's time to come
Или
home.
это что-то другое?
This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city.
Не, мы играли. Как она называется? Я еще ее не допрошел. На видосике снимал.
It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore. Novalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here.
Во.
We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals,
А модельки
enemies,
людей сделали теперь не квадратными.
lovers.
Но если это
It's all about
Клаудпанк,
saying the right
конечно.
thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes.
Ну, по...
It's called Novalis. Consider this your invitation.
Не Валис. Может быть, просто от тех же разработчиков, да? Я так понял, игра не Валис
Princess,
называется?
the Zatopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not
Как
here yet.
Клаудпанк,
Prepare defenses.
очень-очень-очень.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it. Zatropan warship in system.
Don't
Так.
lose hope now.
Слушай,
Red alert!
какое смешение график сейчас, так классно. Мне так нравится смешение вот этих стилей. Выглядит суперски. Ну, если правильно смешать. Тут тебе и рисовка, и что?
They're coming on deck.
Combat division, handle those boarders. ETA on jump.
Jump line in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not today, Voltan.
Убегай! И сверху на машинку. Да, и персонажа можно находить. Так, это что у нас? Давайте угадывать. Да, не Валис от разработчиков Клаудпанк. Отлично. Ну, потому что один в один похоже, да. Но это классно. Клаудпанк офигенно. Жалко, мало просмотров было, я не записал конец. Я, по-моему, даже сам не прошел, надо будет пройти. Так, это что? CSGO Downgrade? Дорога на восток.
Content reminders enabled.
Ну, графика так
Upcoming
себе.
games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Да-да-да, она
Lies
поблагодарила,
of
что мы
P, the
смотрим.
Pinocchio Bloodborne-like game, is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Грязный
Concept 2.
байк.
Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like
Сверхскучно выживать по
Metroidvania based on the
мотивам
Christmas
DZ.
Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean.
Ну,
but perhaps you'd be
графика там, да,
interested
такая
in
себе.
Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
А убийство с
Are you kidding?
переворотом
Is she kidding? She's
камеры.
not kidding.
Так, мировые премьеры. Голум, наверное, сейчас будет. Голум 2. Голум 3. И этот. Голум 4. Что это за девочка? Он и девочка, и мальчик одновременно? Это души порабощенных девочек и мальчиков. Это мы играем за Фила. Так можно? И жена его. Он всех любит. Светлые стороны против темных. Так это же этот вот Лига Легенд. Или как она называется, вот та игра, где плохой комьюнити. Забыл. Бегай, торгуй, покупай вкусняшки. Ебенизер. Да, я правильно прочитал? Ебенизер, невидимый мир. Название прям захотелось в виш-лист добавить. О, это что-то мультиплеерное. Мы играли когда-то в Калвани, Килвани, Крилвани. Тяжело было. Ну мне, потому что я же соло-игрок, знаешь, там в команде надо постоянно бегать. общем, чё? Play for free. Warhaven. Play for free, ребята. А это клон Редайлер. Даже музыка такая, как в Редайлер. Слушай, так это может быть какой-то ремастер? Не, ну очень-очень не ремастер, но это Редайлер, да. Чё? Дорф? Дорф. Клон Редайлерта. Сделали все, что в Редайлерте. Но нет. Олдскул это когда тебе Редайлерт выкачивают под Редайлертом, а тут слизано все. Слишком слизано, понимаешь? Музыка слизана, механики все эти, типа вот все слизано. Анонс только будет или уже был? Анонс от клеевцев еще не был. Мы ждем. Ну мы не только на него пришли, ну, я все хочу посмотреть. Soulful, это... А тут прикольно, название игры сразу не говорят. А вот это вот забавная игра. Стопудово. Только если трындеть не надо так много. И не люблю игры, где надо много трындеть. Бегай себе, убивайся. Покупай, воруй, грабь, перетаскивай. Вот говномонстр, смотри, можно убить говномонстра. Демону позвонить. Мефисто, наверное. Ножки видали, как сапожки там нарисованы? Просто бомба. Так раз, с две стороны. Ого. Кренделек, видимо, смет. Я вообще съел бы такой. Для самых маленьких. Мне кажется, похоже, вот когда заправляют этот автомат, как No Man's Sky. Так как называется? Сульфур. Сульфур. Трайсульфур. Из глаз будет вытекать, конечно. Меня от современных игр трясет. Бывает иногда. Сильно не трусись, а то вытрусишь там это. Все полезное из себя. Оставь хоть частичку. Очередной градострой, да? Если бы название не написали, что это Soul Bladers, я бы подумал, что это Ark 2. Похож на Ark. А в Арке 2 динозавры же умерли, там кто будут? Интересно. Наши животные, обычные. Бобры, медведи.
Can't you feel the love in the air? We're going out on a date. Told her to calm down.
Если это
I
что-то
freaking told her.
ну,
What
типа
are you gonna
истории.
do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do?
We just saw a broadcaster get eaten.
Genshin Impact 3.
No! Defeating him now might make the wall fall on top of us!
But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know.
We're all going to die! Wait for me! Goodbye.
I want to wake up! It's not over! Not yet!
Руку отрубили, чтобы не... Она разозлилась. Я пришла к тебе, хотел тебя это, а ты и руку ему отрубила.
Showing us that love
А
is
он
never
говорит, а мне
simple,
левая есть.
especially in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love modernity. And sure, big tech's done some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches. Not buying 8 pictures with weird electric money. Luckily,
Нет, так не бывает. Я
video
тер
games can bring the
не
medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank
Не
AI
верю.
activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry. Technically
Я в
speaking, it's
начале стрима он
completely
потирал
legal. I
ручки,
mean, this
ничего.
little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
My name is Reynir Hardarson, and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing world which we can call home, where it's teeming with life, mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real-world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real-world magical properties of plants.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world, it's huge, and you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly, like, deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of like any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins, there's the dungeons, and you will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the like lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself, so you will be able to like find and examine things and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is we're calling it a social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Or most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a dungeon raid from the very beginning of you starting the journey in the game. Should you find people who actually help you to do that? What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually, just going out to the wood and cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement. You know the call that you happen to do is actually valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to dungeons. They couldn't care less about the kill production. But these players will still depend on each other. Where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
То, что типа нравится людям, что вот такая приближенная к реальности, они очень-очень хотят красивый мир создать.
The lore of PAX Day is very much inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales. With, of course, the caveat that in PAX Day, this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction. And that's the distinction between two. Folklore often, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes of people during this time, this is reality. This is real. Ghosts are real, and this is not disputed as any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of of the past. And the deeper you go, the more mysterious and strange it becomes.
Вдохновляются, вон, смотри, реальными постройками, видишь как.
If I've caused any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Какой кринж, какой кринж. Это взрослые люди. Сумо Лимумейшн. О, гоночки. Ну, блин. Трасса выглядела интереснее, пока я не увидел машинки. Да, вот интересно, сколько таких игр подобных, да? Вот чем эта игра должна кого-то зацепить? Ну, может, я просто похож на Фуга. Задумка другая. Full Cars. Full Cars, ребята.
For Master Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MarsHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Mars Horizon 2?
Frankie, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, непонятно, что, как там играть.
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be a
they're
bundle.
producing some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie, but let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If that Zeri could see this now. Ugh, disgusting. Foul creatures.
Это Поe 2?
You're mine. Vile abomination. The stench, it's getting worse.
Кто там говорил, что выглядит лучше, чем Диабло? Что-то я не вижу, что... Что лучше. Ну да. Ну, он не лучше выглядит вообще. Я не буду играть. Не затянете. О, Тини билд.
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game, Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder. We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation.
Но когда он стреляет, выглядит вообще некрасиво, а все остальное выглядит забавно, классно, хочется поиграть.
There are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any reward references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about Ferocious in the coming months. Thank you.
А когда выходит? Красиво, интересно. Интересно, какая будет задумка. Одна игра, первая, которая мне более-менее понравилась.
An epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural beauty. Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all at your own pace.
Хорош. Ну, правда, легко. Играть-то такая, не позловатая. Блин, исследуй каждый угол, не.
Savor the achievement of every solution as the world around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face, new areas to explore, and fantastic rewards to collect. In Islands of Insight, a beautiful realm of tranquility and adventure awaits you. Embark on the path of discovery and let your curiosity guide you through a world of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
Ходи, ищи, короче, разгадывай, получай бонусы за разгадку. Ну и, наверное, будет какая-то история, когда ты будешь разгадывать. Ну, слушай, мир прикольный, большой. историю раскроешь и типа победишь.
I might only have an old-fashioned
Может быть
analog neural
интересно.
network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis of
Может
my
быть
own.
интересно.
Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Вон, умеет же нормально говорить. Чё не представлять все игры именно вот так? Раз, что сказал,
you'll explore two
и
parallel
ушел.
worlds. The land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky umbral plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you. Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the umbral plane at will. Just try not to die.
Диабло от первого лица.
In the spirit of the Dark Souls
От
games,
третьего.
failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite. The dungeon of Nalbuk is feared throughout the lands of Fang.
Дайте мне стрейт 2.
Evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures.
А тут что, замок отстраивать?
We're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling
Да, там могут напугать псевдоприключения, слишком долго что-то надо будет искать.
Can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR management and peaceful
Лучше,
social
когда тебя
dialogue,
все-таки
and can enjoy the use
ведут
of
по
clean, safe
квестам
premises.
за ручку.
Hey, don't film
А
that,
ты их
or you'll be the one cut into
разгадываешь.
shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards,
Кстати, на
traps, and
Xbox я
exits.
смотрел
You'll
City
also get to
Skylines
organize
2
raids on nearby
анонсировали.
areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang. Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life and makes the world a better place? Then buzz off.
Строй замок, корми, качай воинов,
And enjoy a positive
создавай
work
специальные
atmosphere. Come take your
комнаты.
chance. I'll be waiting for you.
Dungeon Master. Окей. Ну, не мой жанр. Пабло.
あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵さん。なんせあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。
Часики
賢
тикают.
明な決断を期待してるわよ。
Делай свой выбор вдумчиво. А что она его попросила? La sombra. Pablo, la sombra. La bomba. Еще и музычка такая. Это японская, да. Музыка, возможно, тут будет в этой игре
Are
прикольная.
you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote mariachi legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No, don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but
Японская,
support
да,
has
по
been
мотивам
discontinued for older
мексиканского.
versions.
Представляешь,
What?
как?
What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host
Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest software version.
I am Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game. Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
Commander, there is the stench of death about this place. Not just from the Oryx.
Death comes for everyone. Eventually. Except us.
Warcraft 4.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted.
Room Escape симулятор дает никакой ходил по богу. И написано в туалет сюжета. Из пазлов мне очень понравился принцип Талоса. Реликта.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here.
Порталы. Всей серии.
Fate conspires against us both.
Not fate. Duty.
Get out!
И этот... Как он называется? Свидетель. Хочется сказать Витчер, это же Ведьмак. Как свидетель? Свидетель, короче.
Wake up, sleeper.
Стиль вкусненький.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Oh, sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal.
Witness, точно. Witness.
Here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on.
Кстати, Киберпанк анонсировали DLC. Там выступал Киану Ривз и будет еще актер сниматься, чернокожий, как же его. Мозги вечером не работают вообще. Не помню. Короче, там типа будет персонажем.
And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
Альба кто-то там. Морфеуса бы еще позвали. Я был прикольный пазл, в котором на два картинки, а это пипец скучно, простая сюжет, и нахуй пазлов слишком много. Реликта очень классно, она выполняет свою роль, она дает тебе очень сложные пазлы. А мир вообще не интересен там. Ну, то есть, там он идет второстепенным числом. То есть Реликта идеальный пазл-квест для меня. Сложные головоломки, их нужно придумать, как решить. И они переходишь из области в область. Супер. Прям. Прикольный пазл, где картинки замечать, не помню такого. О, тени билд. Это что-то хорошее будет. Тайни билд, да, наверное? Симпатяшка. Да блин, утонул. Дрёху надо было за этого. Ты прикинь, спастись с острова, да? Я смогу в ванне поплыть, конечно. Начало было больше интригующее. Критер Холл.
If there was an award for being unbearably cute, while also being unbearably fun, there is no question. It would be down to the wire between Critter Cove
трейлер на то и трейлер, чтобы привлечь внимание. А потом есть геймплей, и все. И сразу понятно, что за жанр. Трейлер должен интриговать.
But now is when you start fact-checking now?
Блин, дружище, у тебя 2 эпизода назад было нормальное выступление. Ты просто рассказал, какие игры будут, и все. Вот это похоже на вот этих человечков, которые бегают. Fall Guys.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you.
Она говорит, что ты выбираешь себе персонажа, ты выбираешь примерные характеристики этого персонажа, и история моделируется. Каждый раз уникальная. Ты типа можешь делать чего угодно, и Искусственный интеллект будет подстраивать историю под то, что ты делаешь.
Some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, you know, period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based gameplay, in addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And as the world changes around you and your character, you are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never pre-written or pre-scripted. There's no limit to the number of characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell in Hidden Door. Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
Текстовые появились раньше графических, но кому они сейчас нужны? Не, ну тут графика тоже есть. Ребят, кто хочет задавать вопросы по каким-то играм, когда не идет эта игра, приходите, задавайте вопросы в комментариях под любым стримом этой игры, ваши интересующие. Есть в YouTube комментарии специально для того, чтобы комьюнити и авторы общались между собой. Ну смотри, эта игра, ну реально браузерная, то есть эта игра реально для офисных сотрудников. Ты запустил, заходит начальник, ты просто закрываешь эту игру и все, и не надо ничего выгружать. Понял? А, ну правда, они же...
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
Кто знает, кто такие Coffee Stain Studio?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
И вот насколько гармонична их презентация любого патча. Даже если они делают какую-то дичь, там так все гармонично, так все весело. Это что такое?
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazers has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Klei Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread.
Don't Starve devs, Klei Entertainment. Игра от клейцев. Ща будет. О, уже нравится. В смысле, а Оксиген где? Так, летать будем на корабле. Много говорить. Собирать мертвых драконов. Добывать астероиды. О. Dread Pilots. Мы попробуем. Однозначно. Космические рейнджеры от Klei, прикинь. А вот это уже красивенько. Мы клеевцев уважаем, мы попробуем. А, я знаю, что это. Star Wars. Видишь, она говорит, тебе не нужна эта игра. Миазма? Chronicles?
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff.
Thank you, Text Generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management set. And you are the evil CEO. Can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There's been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing...
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
Director Coleman, hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director.
А, меня немножечко укусили, но я типа в порядке. Пристрелили ты.
Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there.
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here. Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and espresso?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
Хорошо, ролик здоровский, замечательный, интересный, а геймплей какой будет? Непонятно. Ну, шутейки прикольные, вот такие, типа, спокойный голос, там, подготовь мне это, подготовь мне то, мне что-то надо от головы, кофеек сделай. Вот, Genshin Impact. Яна, твоя любимая. Ха-ха-ха, вот это да, монстр двуногих. Группа. А это была голова архитектора. Мультики дали посмотреть. Ну да. Вон второй мультик у нас. Alma Altered.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44, codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, final, and 2.0 _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant.
Genshin, ты его второй раз вспоминаешь, не в тему, вообще ничего вообще. Ха-ха-ха. О, вот это с музычкой можно поиграть. Какой-то такой, знаете, расслабон на джойстике. Сидишь, музычку слушаешь и стыкаешь туда-сюда. Анонс. Star Wars Industries. Star Wars. Ты понял, что они делают? Star Wars. Так, что-то опять колонизация Марса. Слушай, ну выглядит интересно.
Astrogator, we shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos has belonged to the one strongest species.
Какое-то приключенческое исследовательское, да? Игра будет.
So, there was life here before.
Тут была жизнь.
Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Not every mission ends in success, Doctor. We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Что-то там надо уничтожить, пока это что-то не уничтожило всех опять нас. Невидимость. Надо будет обратить внимание.
Coming up, we'll see a theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look, as fun as the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP. Luckily for you, our prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Как можно было в 23-м году пропустить вот такой трешак?
The invisible thread that connects us to each other?
The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it. The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations. To take on challenges greater than ourselves.
Строить парки.
All these feelings make us visioneers. Visioneers are architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful memories. Free spirits in search of adventure and new challenges. Indelible moments of amazement and laughter with those we love. Become a visioneer. Go beyond the fun.
Детям, наверное, прикольно в такое играть.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC gaming show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional content by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Слушай, прикинь, сколько игр вообще выпускается, какая была очередь, как они это все отбирали. Ну, выпускается же очень реально много игр, и вот им надо было отсеять неинтересное, при том, что тут, ну вот это как прошла. Прикинь, вот ты сидишь, выпускаешь какую-то офигенную игру, лучше, чем вот это, по графике, да? А тебя не берут в презентацию. И ты такой, блин, как вот это могли показать, а у меня же там такое. Вот обида. Стопудово есть такие разработчики, которых не взяли, которые графика прям офигенная, наверное. Ну, может, пусть не офигенная, но... Ну что такое Pathfinder? Ну ладно, простая графика, но видно же, что прям и механики не очень. Ну блин, это инди, что. Надо же как-то развиваться, да? Я вот тоже выпущу свою первую игру, она будет выглядеть ужасно, правильно? Но вы же в нее будете играть, нет?
Join the open beta, now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action.
Я заставлю вас.
Down, but not out. Local and online multiplayer. Real match. Worldwide rollback net play.
Street Fighter.
Determine the fate of the
Mortal
Iron
Kombat
City.
Child для детей.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero, the noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask,
они к концу будут показывать лучшие и лучшие игры, я надеюсь. Ну, то есть в самом конце они будут AAA показывать игры, или тут AAA вообще не будет?
In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
Во, вот это я понимаю.
Hello, Inquisitive Viewer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colorful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary, and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through town, weaving through alleys, defying gravity as you ride up walls, leap from rooftops, startle pigeons.
Well, it's kind of like a career in video game development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really just the exploitation. But I digress.
Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most profitable business in town. But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
So it's up to you, bicycle courier, to deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese, and chorizo melt and save the world.
Hi everyone, I'm Max from Grena Games, a 2-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game Fabledom, currently available in early access.
Смотри, какой серьезный мужчина, да, и какую делает игру. Как это происходит? Я имею в виду игру, ну такую
Welcome to Fabledom.
Поиграть.
Sorry about the pigs.
Hello, micro friends.
We have a new mission, soldier.
Алло, Sea of Thieves. Это то, что во что можно поиграть при этом при доступе, да? Подписки месячные.
Oh, don't mind Sean. He's just entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got a bunch of 1-month subscriptions for new members to try the service. To get a chance of procuring one, visit the URL on screen now.
Музычка такая старенькая. Захотелось в командос поиграть. Музыка тоже похожа. На Денди командос такой была игра.
Sean, before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and co.
Hey, I'm touched. And a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
See Blaze Paladins, right? Did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look. You have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean 23, right? I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Okay, it looks like that's it. Our shout-outs feature is broken. I'm so sorry.
Ну, потому что ты же одну игру прошел, тебе картинку поменяли, ты, ну, если жанр нравится, идешь, играешь в такую же, только чуть-чуть по-другому, да и все.
And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
Что, выживачи теперь будут, он сказал. Вторая факторка. Люди умерли, а роботы ожили, и что? Ну, типа, яишкой будем каким-то. Кто? Химера? А химера? Ли химера? Химия. А, просто химера. Короче, строй базу, защищайся от каких-то монстриков. Больше на факторку будет похоже, наверное. Только вот такая казуальненькая. Это SEO Chief.
When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put them to a stop and give them the choke. We're a cursed crew and parties our share. Soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest, let us finish the quest now. This treasure we will find with our powers combined. Our worth we will show to our captain below. The Inquisition blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her. The treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. She'll conquer the brine for her.
Приплыл на остров. Нужно куда-то пробраться втихаря, или всех убить, или стелсом. Что-то украл, отвел, продал, выполнил задание, поехал дальше, обгрызил корабль. Нанял больше морячков. Так. Просто гонки? Чемпионшип. Гоночки какие-то по планете.
Racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with the real-time strategy genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading AI research. Curious. Can it be just a coincidence then that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself
игры там в жанры, ну если такие есть.
I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate, and today we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive first look at some Stormgate gameplay, but we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director Tim Campbell here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years, but for those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we've put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought, for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show gameplay from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we are big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Мне кажется, при альфу вообще нельзя никому показывать.
Oh, Tim, I'm so excited, and right away, this looks like an RTS.
Ну смотри,
this is the classic start to a 1v1 match.
Варкрафтская добыча, да, постройка, допустим. Но опять же, все стырено. Но вот когда все стырено, тяжело в это играть. Карта варкрафтская у нас. Старкрафтский интерфейс. Вон, пришла собака разведывать. Две собаки дерутся.
It is called the Scout. Okay, it's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement of this game. What are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Force, which is the new terrain type and the twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these Light Forests work?
The Light Force lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, a human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue infantry, but can these red mechs fit through the forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the light forest, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
Они совсем...
Okay,
ну да,
so
намешали, понимаешь?
Some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and area units.
Смотри, высадка тоже. Это есть в StarCraft'е. Зачем вы делаете это же? Ну, то есть профессиональные игроки туда не пойдут.
That's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet. But imagine it as a big Mad Max raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And oh, I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up into the air transport. That's some classic high-level Minecraft.
Роботы из StarCraft'а, а карта из Warcraft'а. Намешано
on the battlefield by maneuvering and how they interact with the battlefield.
And here we have the final fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side of the trees. Oh, wait, they can blast through them now? And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides.
Вот, геймплей абсолютно StarCraft. Он поднял танк, переместил. Тут у тебя воздух, который сбивает вот этот транспорт.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis
Для
on
этого
that
есть StarCraft 2
вообще. What's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam
and
you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate.
Ребята, все переходим на этот сайт, играем, говорят,
1v1 footage you shared,
топовая
future
игра.
content plans of Stormgate. It makes the RTS player's dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it. If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Ему хоть 200 будет. Следующая топовая РТС-ка будет StarCraft 3. Гарантирую. Хотя, блин, там же они все поувольнялись уже. Почему старички раньше же делали с умом, сейчас сами себя копируют, как-то грустно это ощущается. Сами себя копируют, потому что очень много... Ну, ты же не можешь придумывать новое постоянно, да? Что-то новое придумали, когда только шло развитие, и все. Дальше будет только копирование. Тяжело делать новый жанр. Абсолютно. Все жанры уже давным-давно придумали, и все. И меняется там 20-30%. Ну 30% это хорошо будет, что поменять. Хотя вот Klei, смотри, делали уникальную игру опции. Такой нет.
Whatever.
Ну, есть такие действительно игры, которые тяжело. Вот они как свежий глоток в игровой индустрии. Факторка, в принципе, тоже она... Ну, прям фурор сделала. Потом факторку все копируют, кому не лень. Все талантливые ушли, создали свои маленькие инди-студии. Все талантливые из больших компаний уходят, потому что у талантливого человека очень много творческих запросов. И эти творческие запросы зачастую либо тяжело реализуемы, либо непонятны, ну, директорам, например, да? Давайте сделаем так, и когда вот есть уже какой-то директор, инвестор, они говорят, не, это будет фигня, потому что они в этом не разбираются. Вот. И, соответственно, тяжело продвинуть свою идею. Чем больше людей над тобой, толстосумом, тем тяжелее продвинуть эту идею, потому что толстосумы говорят, ни хрена, давайте делать так, как вы уже сделали, потому что этот механизм работает, а то, что вы предлагаете, может не выстрелить, а мы теперь деньги платим. Поэтому давайте танцуйте под мою дудку. И все. И поэтому тяжело придумывать новое. А инди не могут сделать красиво. А иногда качественно. То есть хотят качественно, могут сделать качественно, но не хватает ресурсов. У человека ресурсов, деньга ресурсов, который пушит человека ресурсов. Один человек там сидит, 2-3, и могут сделать игру за год-два. А все это время нужно же семью еще кормить, правильно? Вот. А 10 бы человек сделали за полгода бы, например. Но деньги на это нужны. Привет. Поэтому, да, инди-студии выруливают по... Я пропустил все, про войну неинтересно. О! Genshin Impact. Поэтому инди-индустрии и инди-студии, они идут впереди, они придумывают новое, но при этом оно выглядит, к сожалению, не всегда хорошо и вкусно. А потом, если что-то выстрелило, большие тырят и делают свое. Шар сказал то же самое, что и я.
Ah, fizeste bom negócio. Esse é o meu Rio Grande, chefe.
Revival Recolonization. Похоже на эту, на Civilization. прикольно, задумка классная, но графики тут нет, потому что мало людей. Они не могут просто физически нарисовать красиво.
Good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding-edge hardware.
Your concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean. As the long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins, it comes as no surprise.
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work. That's very
студия, да? Что она сделала?
Using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have just the kind of like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
Или они делают эти комплектующие?
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of free? It's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
But
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no! Absolutely not. Anything but that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So, what's next? Well, this is a little awkward. Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors. Oh boy.
DLC презентуют? Ну, то есть...
What if we gave it a spin?
Это сколько они бабла отвалили, чтобы DLC попало в новость?
Golden Devil, Cosmic Finger.
We are only a couple months out from the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot tell you how excited I am to try out some of the character builds I've got going on up here. I'm thinking of running like a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh, dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this
Типа,
wasn't the work
ты же
of a
такая умная, искусственный интеллект, можешь мне сделать картинку, сгенерировать, ну, как вот сейчас искусственный интеллект и генерирует картинки эти вот, как их там, сети, нейросети. Она говорит, да, конечно, вот я тебе это за секундочку сделал, но если ты хочешь более качественную фотографию, я тебе сделаю там за час или за день, даже через несколько дней. Ну, такое. Типа такие шуточки у них. Это я вам объяснил. Почему не смешно?
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid.
I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his
Как у собаки.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog.
Oh, I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed.
Надо на курсы, наверное, пойти, подтянуть английский. Я еще итальянский хочу выучить.
I've been down in the dust.
Что-то приглянулось. Одна игра приглянулась, я уже не помню.
Are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of the window and see down the city slopes, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
Это типа какой-то
put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998. So we can do something that is more immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around the place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You
have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
All the things that you have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following, all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result, the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Серьезные дядьки, их даже приятно слушать. Не, выглядит, ну, на свой жанр Baldur's Gate выглядит вкусно для тех, кто любит такое. Я нет, но вот для тех, кто любит, прям уверен, что там исследование мира, взаимодействие с предметом, большие города, там, да ты что, со всеми поговорить можно. Красота, раздолье.
I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
Слушай, ну пока понравилась только одна игра, реально. А, и вот так что-то про Марс. 2 игры, что-то про Марс там. Высаживание на Марс, типа какой-то... Там какая-то сюжетка, видимо, будет. Так, а это что? Третья уже, да. Не пиксельно, а воксельно. Тератех. Тератех.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth-extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrorists, venturing deep into unstable time-risk tasks with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies.
Я там, как всегда, стал строить огромную базу, у меня получилось.
Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
You seriously don't have any signal.
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't get it.
Ой, что-то сюжетное и ужасное.
There's like a super weird, scary thing getting around inside the rift.
Now, was that a bear?
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
I've never seen a bear before.
You guys look lost. Come on. You'll freeze to death out here. I suppose you're looking for the lodge. Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Макабра.
I can't believe it worked.
Адабра макабра.
This is the key to... Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
скоро будет демка. Поиграем в Макабру-Бакабру. Напомните мне. Может быть интересно. Выбраться живым.
We thought we had billions of years before our sun died.
Опять солнце умирает. Ну что вы?
We were wrong. Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home, so we can plant the future seeds of humankind.
Copy. Flying course now. Sector locked in. We are clear to jump. Prepare for warp jump in 3, 2, 1.
No Man's Sky 2.
Soft landings, Captain.
As great as Earth looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world going to fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years? Me, I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve by then? Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one more step on the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
World of StarCraft какой-нибудь сделают. Карточный, карточный? Классико сити-билдеров. Не мое. World of StarCraft слишком маленькая вселенная, я думаю. Хотя, подожди, там целые зерги и протосы, можно там, по планетам летать. Не Ксиона, а Inscription, да? Да, по трейлеру прям выживал, да. Акведуки главное построить. Сейчас кринжовый тетя дядя появится. Не о. О.
The Great War is over. All we want is to return home. To the newborn Czechoslovakia we fought for. Brothers and sisters.
Интересно. Сколько можно?
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. we still hope to see our home once again. Across the endless snowfields of Siberia.
Не, это клон команды.
Through territory disputed by the red and white armies.
Группа человеков. Не, ну слушай, и для тех, кто любит, может быть интересно. Тут тебе и поезд какой-то есть.
Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance. Our last train home. Will you lead us?
Последний поезд
Pairing squad
домой.
tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I. However, historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers traveling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though. Puppets can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute, but we need you to head down to the Sunrise Street studio lot. The antenna activated itself last night and started broadcasting that old puppet show over the news. You need to turn that thing off. You gotta get this done, man. Bye.
The last job of the day is always the worst.
Надурили. Как всегда. Говорящий носок.
Let's do this.
Мои миролюбивые соседи.
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
Очередная гонка. Мне вот интересно, есть какие-то определенные гонки, да? Делают ли еще какие-то новые? А там что? Что там? Типа физика меняется, просто игры, ощущения или как? Что-то новая игра Klei как-то не заинтересовала. Да, как-то она такая себе. Обычная такая, да? Такая себе. Ну. Не всем должно нравиться.
Hey, Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
Well, hell yeah, let's do it. Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Бредейдж 2? Что? Выглядит интересно. Только хотел сказать, что это сюжетки типа To the Moon, а нет, это такие пальцы. Что-то новенькое, Доком. Алоха, Артмарес, алоха. Пикселька, от которой зрение не падает. Ну да, более-менее хорошо нарисовано.
So many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence.
Кстати, на следующей неделе, по-моему, то ли 15-го, то ли какого-то, на следующей неделе Satisfactory экспериментальный билд 8 выходит. Ну, 8-й апдейт. Satisfactory 8, снова это не билд.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива. Що, хлопці?
Да, я забежал поздороваться и спать идти, что-то как-то устал сегодня.
Ну, здравствуй, Артмарес. Хороший тебя поздороваться. Хороший тебя поздороваться, Артмарес. Был фильм с Песок. Господи, это чё у меня с головой? Я ни одно имя не могу вспомнить. Ни игр, ни людей. Песок. А, хорошо, а геймплей какой?
we have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation of the classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
Дикий Запад, во, я вспомнил, там был тоже паук.
Costumes. Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my god, I could dress up maybe as like a giant sandworm.
Хищные города... Не, хищные города вообще плохой. Не понравился там прям, нет. Может, надо шагоход грейдить. Типа рейси какие-то собирать. Но при том же, что он сидел с пушкой, понимаешь? То есть, наверное, еще будут какие-то вылазки на города. Ну, с оружием сидел.
Man, there was this one year where she was a shark, and then, and she was like a mech pilot, and I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the Dune dress a bit so bad. I'm sorry, I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Duna?
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's Dune Awakening.
Дюна пробуждение.
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune.
Не, ну то, что мультиплеер мне не нравится, это типа арка, типа...
survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe.
Ну, ладно, давайте смотреть.
So, when Dune Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their steel suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild, you have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance in order to harvest from your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you crash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming.
Я никогда не был в восторге вообще от Dune. Но снято хорошо.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, the sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm, and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
So the journey of the player, we've divided that into 4 parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff. Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
Короче, эта игра превратится в шутер обычный.
And with that, the PC Gaming Show 2023 is done. And what a show it was! And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guys pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life from the past, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Лонг Дарк это не выживач, скорее рогалик. Лонг Дарк это 100% выживач. Здравствуйте. Янус. Привет, рогалик.
Camera speed.
Не надо читать. В общем...
Hold on. My lips are sweating. Okay, here it comes. Okay, here it is. Everyone quiet on set.
Давайте сделаем вот что. Что нам понравилось? Это нет.
Shop the island's ever seen.
Найду ли я? Подожди, Medieval был нет, но где-то раньше. Не, только нет и нет. Я хрен так найду. Японская.
I freaking told her. What are you gonna do? Breaking news. A mysterious.
You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
Во.
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well.
Не понял, подожди. Вот, динозаврики. Во, вот это вот. Может быть интересное. Про динозавриков.
I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game.
Феросисиус. Надо как-то написать. Я просто, если буду писать, у вас будет белый экран. Так, окей, Ферросисиус.
As we can't wait to share more about Froshes in the coming months. Thank you.
Guards trapped, looking for its new steward. Of course.
Нет, это нет. Вот от клеевцев игра.
I've been looking through Frank AI's Crondell.
Не, это подожди, что-то тут было. О, вот это может быть интересное. Потому что выглядит она офигенно. И тут нужно, ну это будет сюжетка. Типа ты ходишь, что-то там выясняешь, что произошло.
So, there was life here before. Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Стопудово.
Not every mission ends in success, Doctor. We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand?
Как называется? Невидимость. Invisible. Invincible. Никакая не Invincible. Это невидимость.
Move forward to surpass our limitations.
В голове крутится, но вы мне поможете.
Local and online multiplayer. Real match. Worldwide.
Во, и вот это может быть интересное по геймплею. По крайней мере, вот тут выглядит она офигенно, да? Я так понимаю, вот это вот геймплей. Что-то строить надо. Что-то разрушат. Люди умрут, скорее всего, роботы останутся. Но природа будет расти. И вот роботы снова летают. Возможно, мы какой-то химера. Так, третья. Не-не-не, это убожество нам не нужно. Это нам тоже не нужно. Балдуи пропускаем. Маркабаба, вот этот, тоже сюжеточка. Это хоррор. Маркабаба может быть интересный. Если геймплей скучный не сделают, то он может быть интересен. Там, типа, чтобы не собирать тысячу материалов, чтобы пройти.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Bridge 2. Ну, мне первый вообще не понравился. Ну и последний это у нас Дюна. Возможно, что-то пропустил. Вот, подведя итоги, можно сказать, что эти игры приглянулись. Что думаете вы? Что вам бы понравилось из того, что мы увидели? Очень много непонятных игр, очень-очень... Ну, как на PC Gaming Show 23-го года, очень скудно. Можно сказать, что в игроиндустрии как-то вот очень скудно.
For
Но, по-моему,
sandstorms,
все нормальные
you
игры
need to
показали на
find
Xbox,
water. It's
да?
a constant threat
Надо
against
пересмотреть,
survival.
что там
The
какие
sandworm,
анонсы.
every time you try to cross the desert,
Как-то
the
так?
sandworm will come. You will sometimes
Имеем, что
outrun
имеем.
it, sometimes you may not.
С вами был Док. Спасибо, что забежали. Георгию и Артмаресу за такой здоровский привет. Добрых снов. Увидимся на следующем стриме.
Which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorm.